Hi everybody, welcome to week 10, Tests for Means. This week we are going to examine how to use the mean of a random sample to say something about the mean in a population. The mean in the population we don't observe unless we conduct a census. So the idea is we want to take a random sample from that population and then use summary statistics of that sample to say something about a population. And we're going to use this idea of sampling theory and our knowledge of the sampling distribution to do that. To explore this topic, we want you to imagine that you are an economist, someone who studies the economy. And so we're going to focus on the question, what are the patterns of income and hours worked per week? So we're going to use a sample, and we're going to examine these two numerical variables to really say something about the population. Another point I want to make for this week is that some of you have already started reaching out, asking about the final project. For those of you who are planning to use a data set from the course for your final project, please note that we have all of these data sets on our course website. Feel free to click through the folders for future weeks to see the data sets we will be using in those weeks. So you can use any data set in the entire course that we use for your final project, or if you want, you can use your own data set or data set outside the course, but that is by no means required. You can get an A+ on your final project just using one of the data sets used in this course. If you're interested to get an idea for what's expected for the final projects, we have several sample final projects on the course website. Just click on course syllabus and documents, and then you can find the sample projects in that folder. And I think for a bit of advice for the final project, I would say that the most important thing to remember is that you will be surprised at how much you can say on only a few analyses. So start writing as soon as you can when you're doing the analysis, because I think you'll be surprised at how short really this project will be. Often people kind of postpone the writing until they've done all these analyses, but really, if you postpone the writing, you'll find that you have a dissertation on your hands. I mean, it's very easy. Even like 10 graphs, that can be a 20-page paper. And so the expectations for these papers are really quite short. We just want you to get your feet wet. This is not sort of the be-all, end-all for statistical analysis. This is just the beginning. We're assuming this is an introductory course. This is the beginning of sort of your analyses of data. And the reason we have the final project is that we really want you to understand the difference between math and statistics. Statistics is about data analysis, it's about quantifying uncertainty, and it's about interpreting and manipulating and working with data and writing it up. I think one of the biggest misconceptions about statistics is that it's just math. A lot of it is about being able to translate these data into sentences, into findings that are of interest to people who are sociologists, psychologists, marketing specialists, finance experts. And often those people don't speak in the language of math or statistics. So with that, I want to say have a fun week, and I look forward to talking with everybody about being an economist and the patterns of income and hours worked per week. All right, have a good week, everybody.